I started and even gave up because it was too much. So I'll try to find one that I think I could get through in a video, because some of these take a very long time. Like, that's quite intricate. I might need like gel pens rather than markers for that. Here's a peacock. That's cute. Let's do that. Okay, get the brown one to come out. Come on, brown marker. No, I pushed the black marker in. Alright. Okay. I generally start with the lightest color first when I'm using markers. And I also, a lot of times, will do one color all the way through where I think that color is going to go before moving on to other colors. So probably different than a lot of people color, but that is kind of what I've always done, and it generally works for me. I think I was taught since I was a kid to always start with the lightest colors, because then the darker colors can go over it. But the thing about using the lightest colors first in some art forms isn't actually the best idea. Like if you're using chalk or charcoal, or, I mean, even paint, like, there's some things that you want to go back in with a light color in the end as well. But for markers, watercolor, even like colored pencils, I generally will start with the lightest color first. I also sometimes like sketch in colors rather than like fully fill them in, if that makes any sense. So like this, I almost always do an outline and then kind of sketch in the color. So it might not be perfectly filled in. Like there might still be some white space, but I think that's okay for what we're doing here. I have only met one person, I think only one person in my life, that said their favorite color was yellow. It's so funny to me. I feel like very common favorite colors are like blue, green, red, purple, even pink. But I very rarely hear anyone say that their favorite color is yellow or orange. I do know one person, at least at one point in their life, their favorite color was orange. But yellow, I think I've only known one person that was their favorite color. I'm very curious what all of your favorite colors are and why. I always say my favorite color is purple, but honestly, like if one of the options was rainbow, I love rainbow. Like I love all the colors really, and I love how rainbows look like in their specific Roy G. Biv choose a color, and one of them is sparkly or glittery. I'm all about that. But I also like worry because some glitter is bad for the environment. So it's not like I'm going and putting glitter all over the place all the time and like buying bulk glitter and putting it in my hair and in my face and all that stuff. Like I am conscious of that. But yeah, like if I ever do a spreadsheet on like Microsoft Excel, I pick glitter, or not glitter, there is no glitter, I pick purple. So like, if I have to highlight my name or something, I'll pick purple for myself. And I really do like all colors of purple. I generally think I like more bluish purples, but honestly, if it's like picking magenta versus picking, you know, an orange or something like that, like I'm gonna pick the magenta. So that's my justification. I don't know that I have a reason for purple being my favorite color. It's just what speaks to me. And the reason I would pick glitter or rainbow is just because, like, I like being bold and being different. And fun, I guess. Like, rainbows are fun, glitter is fun. Oops. I think that's probably all I was gonna do with yellow. We'll see. I might come back and find out that I actually meant to do more, but we shall see for now. Make his beak orange. Do only male peacocks have the vibrant feathers? I think that's true, because I think like they use it as a mating tool. Like that's why they call it peacocking. But I don't know if I've ever seen a female peacock. Now that I say that, maybe they just look like a bird without all this stuff. Alright. I hope you all had an awesome summer. I can't believe it's fall already. Well, I can, because if you saw, I already posted some fall decor and Halloween decor videos, but it's also still shocking to me that it's fall. It's September already, and already halfway through September. I wonder if I'm even going to be able to finish this picture. My hand's probably going to start cramping before I get to the end of it. I am not one of those people that can sit down and color for hours and hours. If it's like my own art and I'm creating, I can, but something about like coloring and having to be bound by somebody else's rules and lines, like, to me just gets disengaging at a certain point. But I also understand that coloring can be extremely therapeutic to people, but I'll admit that, like, to me it's not exactly therapeutic. I feel really like held back or bound by the lines and the rules. So, kind of a goofy sentiment, but it's how I feel about it. But I thought it would be fun for us to color together and just chit chat about nothingness or everything, whatever you want to talk about. I am here for you, and also hoping to help you relax or focus or settle down, or maybe you're studying or working, but I'm here for you. Going back to favorite colors, I wonder why it's so rare to meet someone that's favorite color is orange or yellow. And maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe like tons of people know people or are those people who like orange and yellow. I'm trying to wonder if there's like, you know, if that's imposed on us young based on, I don't know, toys or something in society. I think it's pretty common that when you're young, everything is pink or blue, like really young, like babies, everything is pink or blue. And then, like, I feel like you see a lot of the primary colors, red, yellow, blue. But even some of the, like, earliest sets of crayons are, like, red, yellow, green, blue. Typically they don't have purple, and they don't have orange. But then most other sets of crayons or markers or whatever, have the whole rainbow. And there's plenty of things in nature that are orange and yellow, so I don't think it's like a lack of seeing the colors. I don't know. I always think about those things. I think about really silly, random things like that. For anyone that's having trouble going to sleep, what are the things that keep you up that you think about? Do you think about really random things, or do you think about things from your day? I certainly do both. I think about really stupid things, like that. Or like planning the next week, which I guess is not a stupid thing, but I can go down a whole rabbit hole and delay my sleep by a good 45 minutes by just thinking about what's happening next week. If you suffer from that, I feel you, and I'm sorry, and I know that that's difficult. My only advice and tips and tricks for falling asleep, truly, for me, is when I discovered ASMR, it helped me just slow my brain down. There are certain things that like if I'm really, really thinking about stuff and I can't stop, I just listen to tapping, or there's certain ASMR artists that have such relaxing, calm voices that I can listen to them, if I'm extremely overwhelmed and trying to fall asleep. I hope that maybe I can become that for you. it's hard to listen to your own voice, of course. So it's hard to know if I have a relaxing voice from my own perspective, of course. But I will do my best to stay consistent and quiet and helpful and engaging. Those are all of my promises to you. Okay, I'm gonna jump over to pink. Alright, let's go in with pink. Anyone else think these like feathers on the peacock's head look like lollipops? Kinda wanna eat them. It's been a long time since I've had a lollipop. At what point do we just stop eating lollipops? Not saying that you can't eat a lollipop. I just like don't think I've seen many adults eating lollipops. I know I have not eaten a lollipop in a long time. Since Halloween is coming up, what is everyone's favorite Halloween candy? I think I talked about this on another video, that I like, well, I don't really like candy to be honest, but if I was going to pick something, I like gummy candies like Lifesavers and gummy bears and dots. Ooh, I like dots. Some people hate dots. Or, you know, Mike and Ike's. I haven't seen Mike and Ike's in a while. Swedish fish, those are good. Hot tamales. Hot tamales. What else? I don't like Good and Plenty. I don't like anything that's black licorice. Yuck. But there was a time in my life that I did, and I'm not like a total black licorice hater. I mean, I don't like it, but I could eat it, if you know what I mean. It's not like I'm like repulsed by it, but I don't tend to enjoy anise flavor. Alrighty, let's see. But yeah, as far as chocolate, like, I don't know. I mean, as a kid, I really liked Snickers, and I really liked Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. But, okay, hear me out. Does anyone else feel like this? That when you get a bag of Halloween candy, especially chocolate, all the candy kind of starts tasting alike? Am I crazy, or is that like real? It's almost like the smell of all of it together kind of makes each of them taste like each other. I don't know. That's just like my feeling. And then there's also certain candy bars that I just don't understand at all. Like Twix, not a fan. Like the cookie inside is so dry to me. I just don't understand it. What's the other one? Milky Way. What is even in a Milky Way? Like I know there's chocolate and caramel, but like what else is there? Not a fan. What's the other one? Three Musketeers. Like, what is a Three Musketeers? How is it different than a Milky Way? Like, I feel like there's too many chocolate bars. Like, give me one with caramel and nuts or something. caramel, I'm just like, what is this? Like, I don't like cream filling.